Monopoly, one of those games that's caused countless arguments across the country. But how quickly can you get around all 26 locations? Find out next on The Full English.
Good morning and welcome to The Full English, a great way to start your day. I'm Mike and have we got a great episode for you, but first, are you part of our breakfast club? It is simple, all you need to do is subscribe to our channel. It is as easy as that, just need to scroll down, if there's a red button there, click it and also ring the bell so that you get notified every time that we upload. That's weekdays at 8 AM, so it could also wake you up in the morning before work. And it's a great start to a routine for you. But if you have already subscribed, which is great, then today is Waffle Wednesday, where we answer the questions that you never thought to ask. And today we're going to look at Monopoly. It was originally published in 1935, but started development as early as 1903. Now the British Secret Service even used it for prisoners of war in 1941 with maps, compasses and useful objects that they could use to escape. Better than a probably top hat, that's for sure. Since then it's had numerous versions, including one of my hometown. Oh yeah, big up. It's also had aprons and tea towels and various other versions and things that you can buy. You can even buy probably a money pot as well, just because. But the question that we are wanting to know today is how quickly can you get around all of the UK locations on the board in real life? So we asked Sam to find out. Good luck.
Thanks, Mike. We've come to central London to the brand new life-size Monopoly experience to put today's challenge to the test. We've got 26 different locations to try and get around in the fastest possible time. So leave us a comment below with how quick you think we're going to make it around all 26 locations. Or we're going to go and find Old Kent Road. So here we are, Old Kent Road, the cheapest property on the board. Not a lot of houses, not a lot of hotels. But we did find the fire station, so next stop, I guess, Whitechapel. This is Whitechapel Road, which is the last of the two properties in the brown section of the board. Next up is the first of the 4 train stations, King's Cross and Pancreas. Let's just hope we don't get caught by the income tax. King's Cross and Pancreas, the first of the 4 stations on the board. King's Cross now serves over 50 million passengers per year. And for you movie buffs, it's also home to platform 9 3/4.
9 3/4? Think you're being funny, do you?
Say every year, packed with muggles, of course.
Next up, Angel Islington. This is the Angel Islington. It's the first of the 3 light blue properties on the board. Now, the Angel wasn't actually the name of a property. It was actually the name of a pub that used to be standing just on the corner. Well, happily there's a Wetherspoons pub just opposite named the Angel as well. So, on to our next property, which is Euston Road. Euston Road, the second of the light blue properties on the board. Only one more left, and that's Pentonville Road. Last of the light blue properties, Pentonville Road. On next to Pall Mall. Here we are, the first of the pink properties on the board, Pall Mall. Next, we're off to Whitehall. The second of the pink properties on the board, Whitehall. Next, Northumberland Avenue. Tucked away behind Charing Cross Station, you'll find the last of the pink properties, Northumberland Avenue. On next to the second of the 4 train stations, Marylebone. This is Marylebone Station, that's the second of the 4 stations on the board. Next up is Bow Street. This is Bow Street, the first of the orange properties on the board. It's home to the Royal Opera House. Next on the list, Marlborough Street. Here we are on Marlborough Street, the second of the 3 orange properties on the board. Marlborough Street doesn't actually exist as a location. Instead, we're here on Great Marlborough Street, which actually got its name after the Magistrates' Court. Next is Vine Street. Here we are at the last of the orange properties, Vine Street, hidden away in a bit of a back alley. I guess sometimes when you roll the dice, that's what you get. Next, we're off to Strand. Here we are, first of the red squares on the board, it's the Strand, home to things like the Savoy Hotel. Next up, Fleet Street. So here we are on Fleet Street, the second of the 3 red properties on the board. In the background, the iconic St Paul's. Up next, Trafalgar Square. The last of the red properties on the board, this is Trafalgar Square. The fountains here were built in 1835. They were originally designed to try and disperse crowds, but as you can see from this, it just attracts them. Off to the next one, which is the third of the 4 stations, Fenchurch Street.
Uh-oh, I'm late for the short line railroad.
Made it to Fenchurch Street. Next is Leicester Square. Home of any big premiere in the centre of London, and it's the first of the yellow cards on the board. It's Leicester Square. Next, we're off to Coventry Street. So we made it to the second yellow property on the board, Coventry Street. You can actually see our next destination just in the background. It's Piccadilly. Off we go. It's the last of the properties in the yellow section of the board. Doesn't really need any introduction. It's Piccadilly. Next, we're off to Regent Street round the corner. We're on to the first of the green properties on the board now, Regent Street. We're on the home straight. Next up's Oxford Circus. Oxford Street, the second of the green properties on the board and one of the busiest streets in the whole of London. But between 1962 and 1969, it was even busier. For the whole of that time, they built an entire metal umbrella over the top of this square whilst they built the London Underground stations. So, one more green property to find and it's Bond Street. Let's go. So here we are at Bond Street, the last of the 3 properties in the green section. Now, Bond Street itself isn't actually a street anymore. It's split into Old Bond Street and New Bond Street. So to stay as true as we can to the game, we've gone with Bond Street Station. Next is the last of the 4 actual stations on the board, Liverpool Street. We've hit Liverpool Street. That's the last of the 4 stations. Only things left now are the most expensive part of the board. So Park Lane and Mayfair. So we made it all the way to Park Lane, which means there's only one more stop left on the board, and that's Mayfair. And I know for a fact that Mike's booked me a lovely hotel, all expenses paid. Off we go. So there we go, made it all the way to Mayfair in just over 10 hours, 15 minutes. How close was your guess? Let us know in the comments. I'm about to go and check in. So there we go, that's all the Monopoly board locations in a day done. If you liked today's episode, why not give it a like down below and consider subscribing to the channel. You'll never miss an episode and it's a great thing to do. And why not become part of the Breakfast Club? Just search for us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Just search for TFE Breakfast. That's it from us today. We'll see you again tomorrow at 8 AM.